Hey, all right. We are live on a Sunday evening. It is, of course, Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow's Labor Day. Decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and go live. The youngins is in the bed and had a little opportunity. You know, everybody sort of got tired this weekend after, swimming in the pool and whatnot. Decided, you know what, let's do a live stream. I missed yesterday. I just could not stay awake, if I'm honest. But things happen from time to time. Excuse me. Got a little bit of the hiccups. As always, I'm going to have to go ahead and start the live stream by going ahead and plugging the other social medias. We do have the Chris the Dude Nurse Facebook page. Go ahead and if you feel like joining the Chris the Dude Nurse Facebook page, go ahead and join. This is what it looks like. That is the quickest way to get me directly if you want to message me or things like that, is via the Chris the Dude Nurse Facebook page. We also have the Chris the Dude Nurse Instagram page. This is what it looks like. I just sort of post a bunch of different things. I will say, I don't understand why, but the Instagram page has been getting like a messload of views. Not exactly sure why, but it has been. So if you want to show your love for the Instagram page, go ahead and join. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. It's all free. Yeah. It is what it is. In any case, like I said, it is Sunday evening. I decided to go ahead and do a live stream. Got my daughter's ball pants behind me apparently, which is okay. Go ahead and, join the socials, man. It's not going to hurt you none. It's going to be a good time. It is what it is. In any case, summer is now officially over. If you're into that sort of thing, if you're one of those people that says, Labor Day is the official end of summer, I honestly do believe that Labor Day is sort of that, that end of summer. It just is. It's not all the fun summer events sort of end right now. All the wintertime sports, all the wintertime activities sort of start taking place now. Even though basketball is played in the Summer Olympics, it's still really like a wintertime sport. They're going to start, cranking up here in a little bit. Football begins. That goes all the way till New Year's. So, the wintertime stuff's starting to fire up now. Summer is now done. Baseball's winding down. That's sort of the summertime sport. It is what it is. Time changes. Excuse me. I believe I've had enough sugar today. I'm only drinking water. I am not a diabetic, but I really don't tolerate sugars very well. If I get too much sugars, I really start to feel bad. Diabetes does run in my family, so excuse me. I'm trying to be mindful of that. I just had my labs checked at the end of about the middle of August, so I know my A1C and everything is good. But I still just don't do good with a lot of sugars. I feel like I've had too many sugars today, so I'm only drinking water this evening. Don't want to push it any further than I need to. Don't want to. There's no need for me to drink anything else other than the water. If you see me keep looking away, I do have the race on, sort of just out of view, sort of to my right and down. Just sort of taking a look at the old race. They're down there in Darlington this evening. Not sure if anybody really cares other than myself. I love a Darlington race. When I used to go to the beach from where I grew up, we would go through Darlington to get to the beach. Whereas now, where I live now, where my wife is from, we don't go that way. We go through Rockingham. I sort of miss Darlington because we used to ride right by the track. I sort of miss that. That was that was always fun passing Darlington Raceway. But it is what it is, Again, things change. Time changes. Moved away from my mother. I had to. Part of growing up. Excuse me. But with tomorrow being Labor Day, many people have the day off. If you are a nurse or in the healthcare field, you probably don't have tomorrow off unless it's a scheduled day off. If it's scheduled, that's one thing, But I ended up my very, very first Christmas as a nurse, I ended up with Christmas off somehow because it was my scheduled day off. That one day a month was already scheduled for me to be off. It wasn't that I, asked for it off. But I was charge nurse on Thanksgiving, which was a nightmare. So I was happy to see that I had Christmas off. When I was one Christmas, I was doing home health, and one of my patients was like, "Man, they make you work on Christmas? Can't believe they make you work on Christmas." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, who's gonna show up over here and take care of you?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, you can come over here and take care of me real quick and then go home." I was like, "Well, what about all the other people that I do this exact same thing for every day?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I guess you do have to work on Christmas." I was like, "Yeah, I have to, work on Christmas Day, sort of. People still need needs on holidays." So a lot of the nurses, and like I said, unless it's a scheduled day off, a lot of the nurses and a lot of the medical staff and everybody like that are going to be at work tomorrow. So it is what it is. Police and firefighters, same thing. They're going to be at work. Excuse me. I believe they call it like the service industry. Not the service industry, but like public service industry. A lot of those people going to be at work. It is what it is. We have a Great Wolf Lodge, which is about 60 miles away from here, I'm going to guess, and I work 4 miles from the house. One year we went to Great Wolf Lodge for Christmas, and I left Great Wolf after everybody went to bed. Left Great Wolf, went to work, worked my shift, and then went back to Great Wolf before everybody got up, so that I could spend all of Christmas with everybody. It was probably 2 or 3 Christmases ago, and so it's just one of those things that it's one of those things that getting into as a nurse, like oh, I'm going to have to work Thanksgiving, I'm going to have to work Christmas, I'm going to have to work birthdays and holidays and things like that. You know it, but it's like until you do it, you're like, I guess it just doesn't mean as much. But that first time you do it, you're like, oh wait, they really wanted me to work this day. Yes, they really wanted you to work this day. They really wanted you to be there this day. But part of it. What's up, T? How are things on this Labor Day Eve, this Sunday evening? Hope all is going well. Excuse me. I keep hearing so male nurse called in because of yeast infection. Can't even lie right. if this is a larger individual, maybe. Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna be in because I got a yeast infection. You better go ahead and call in scared. I'm afraid I can't make it today. Shake my head. Called in because of a yeast infection. That ain't no good. Shake my head at that one. I keep hearing COVID numbers are on the rise. I myself haven't seen any more than usual. I've seen it, but of course I'm not in that field. Any difference on your end there, T, about the COVID, starting to spike again? I honestly believe it's going to be one of those things that becomes like a seasonal flu. The seasonal flu kills people every year. It just does. But I think that COVID is going to sort of become, every September-ish, October, we're going to start seeing COVID cases rise. Have 2 COVID floors now, 40 plus patients. It's back. Is it just as aggressive as it was 3 years ago, or is it? We've sort of created ways to treat it now. Not necessarily, get the shot to prevent it, but there's, cures, but there's better treatment options now. Are you noticing better treatment with the patients? It's not as severe as it was 3 years ago. Or at least I like to think so. Two floors, 40 plus patients. I know I don't, since I'm in substance abuse, I don't necessarily deal straight on with COVID, but I've definitely seen some all geriatric 70 plus. So it's all geriatric. So it must not be affecting the young people as heavily as it was. I know it was getting people of all ages there for a little bit. In the very, very beginning. It was getting everyone. It was no fun then. All geriatrics. That ain't no good. What's the ratio for your nurse to patient? Is it ICU style where it's like 2 to 3 to 1, or is it sort of like a med surge 6 or 7 to 1 ratio for the nurses? I would like to think it would be sort of a ICU, or maybe even like a step down, 4 or 5 to 1 for your nursing staff. That way you don't burn them out. Because they were thinking getting burnt out last time. They were done. The nursing staff was done last time. Going through 3 years ago. Of course, if it's all geriatric. Now again, I didn't work at one, but we had like entire nursing homes that were like acute care COVID hotspots. Back in the day. 1 to 4 for COVID, 1 to 6 for med surge. Regular floor. Well, that's good. You're at least not gonna. That's probably not an easy shift, but you're not gonna burn everybody out as quick as you would in general. Y'all got a lot of agency. We had a lot of. I've seen a lot of agency here lately, or travel nursing. Seen a lot of that here lately. But that they're not paying as much as they were, but still keep seeing it. And I heard that it was because there's two different budgets for our larger hospital systems. That there's a regular staff budget and then like a travel nurse budget, and they have that money to blow. Like they just spend it as they want, which I find ridiculous. Local contracts, okay. Local contracts wouldn't be bad at all, but you'd have to. I had to call. I really didn't want to. I didn't want to be a tattletale, but I had a count come up wrong one time on a NARC, on a locked NARC box, on a local contract nurse one time. That was the first time I had to go to a stinking DON and admit, like, I don't know where these NARCs went, but this is who had it. I really didn't like having that conversation. They now cancel regular staff because local contracts guaranteed hours. That is crazy. $2,600 a week. Bro. Like, that makes no sense to me. You're just going to create terrible morale doing stuff like that. Guaranteeing hours for local contracts rather than letting your regular floor staff get hours. That's messed up, in my opinion. What you're going to do is you're going to have people leave, go get the local contract, come right back to the same unit, making double what they're making. That's messed up. I don't understand that. However, I would not mind getting paid $2,600 a week. Was about $150,000 a year. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Probably 1099 employees also. So, you're getting all of that, but you got to pay a lot of taxes back at the end of the year. When we were mainly contract work, they were 1099. They'd have like 3 month contracts, but they were 1099 employees. Excuse me. Dang, that's a lot of stinking money though. $2,600 a week, bro. I'm for it. I'm for the money. I'm not for the local contract. Man, they ought to just give that to the regular staff. Work them. I'll tell you right now, money talks. Speaking of money talking, we were like mega short staffed at work, right? And so a nurse I used to work with is now DON at another facility. Not even a sister facility, just a completely different company. And called me one day. Called me at work. And was like, hey, you want to come over here and work? And I was like, yeah, I'll come over there and work. And I don't make this, but I was like, yeah, I'll do it for $40 an hour. And my employer got wind of it, and I never told him, like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. But my employer got wind of it, and I had to sit down with the big boss, not even my director, but like a corporate level boss. And they were like, "Are you planning on leaving? We got word that you were in communications with a place in Greensboro." And I went with it. I was like, yeah, I've been talking to him, I've been talking to him, asking him if I could get $40 an hour, guaranteed 40 hours a week. Yeah, I've been talking to him. I didn't tell him I ain't leaving, I ain't going nowhere. At first it was $39 an hour, and then I kept like increasing the dollar amount. But they really pushed for more staff when I started doing that. So it definitely helped me. It definitely helped me out with getting help at work. I ain't making no $2,600 a week though. Ridiculous. What is that an hour? Let me get my calculator out here. Curious. 2,600 divided by 36. $72 an hour. $72.22 an hour. Okay. Almost double what I was asking for. It's all right. Big deep breath. For those of you who are interested, my children, I am the Booster Club president of my children's school. We have a run club now at school, and I am coaching my children's run club. So I know people are telling me to keep on running and things like that. So I have continued to run. I am running with the children's run club. It's almost like a track team, but without the field part of it, without the hurdles and the long jump and triple jump, and of course all of the throwing parts of the field. We can't do any of that, but we do have the running around the track part. So I am still running. I gotta find time. The problem is where I ran when I would run, or when I would film it, I should say. When I would film my runs, I was at the high school track, which when no one's using it, or when none of the school is using it, is easily accessible. But the problem is now, because I was doing it all over the summer, now football season is in, and the band is out there, the cross country team is out there, soccer uses it, things like that. So what's happened is I have sort of lost my place to film unless it's a day off. So like tomorrow would be a day off, which I could run and film it. Not necessarily, don't think I will, but I could if I have to. So I am still running, but it'd probably be a little bit sporadic when I could actually post a video going around the track, because of I just can't use it like I could over the summer. And I would film. My daughter has travel softball, which I hate travel softball. She has travel softball practice right there at the track, and so it was so easy to just take her to practice and then run and then go right back to practice. But like I said, if they're using the gym or if they're using the track now, I can't just do that. So there's that. Not to mention they set up stuff on the track, especially if they got a game or something. That Friday, which they had a game here this Friday, if they have a game or something, of course, they set the bleachers up for all the players, and there's several tables set up in the first two lanes. They'd probably get upset if I moved all of that and went running around the track on my own. They probably would not be very happy with me doing that. But I'm still going to continue on. It's going to be a little bit before I'm able to upload a video about running. Yes. All right, there we go. Nothing. Wah, wah, wah. Oh me. My belly's full. I've eaten entirely too much on this Labor Day weekend. So me and my wife have an anniversary coming up. I think 2 weeks from today. Let me double check. I think it's 2 weeks from today. I know the date. It is, yeah. Okay. 2 weeks from today. Also, 2 weeks from today is my anniversary of having my nursing license, because they happened the same day. In any case, I told her I wanted something big and fancy for our anniversary, and I think what I'm going to do, instead of telling her I want something big and fancy, I'm going to try to push off my anniversary present for a big and fancy Christmas and birthday present. Let's see what she says for that. Chances are she's not going to go for it, but I will definitely try for it. I want a new camera for YouTube. I want a new camera that can do what I'm doing now, the live stream, and I want a camera that I can take from right this very second live streaming and then use it for everything else. So we'll see if she goes for it. Maybe not, but we'll see. I did get. I bought her an old camera years and years and years ago. I got new batteries for it and got it working, so I'm gonna try to do some footage with it. It has a really good picture, but it doesn't have very good sound, so I'd have to link the sound up, which I really don't like to do, but you know, I will if I have to. Excuse me. I will if I have to, because you know, it's just one of those things that a lot of the YouTubers do. A lot of the YouTubers sort of sync their sound up later in post. I just don't have that kind of time. I just don't. You know, I like to have everything in one go round, which the new camera that I want has a microphone in it and does everything in camera. I'm going to sort of run that by my wife to tell her that's what I want right there, and we'll see what she says. Probably she'll probably say yes, but probably won't go for it. But we'll see. We shall see how it goes. Like I said, if I keep looking down, sort of like I'm doing right this second, I have the race on. I'm multitasking, and I am at best a monotasker. So if you see me look down, that's what I'm doing. But I'll give you my undivided attention when I see chats pop up. But I'm not a multitasker. I had a hard time when I precept at work. When I train people, I am really, really not good at it. Because, and a couple years ago, Redonda Vault got in trouble for this. I cannot multitask. I can't. I physically cannot. If I'm trying to train you on something, but also do something, I have to do it, and then you have to watch me do it. Like I can't sort of do it and teach all at the same time. It's not one of those. It's not something I was blessed with, and I feel like that nurse that got in so much trouble, Redonda Vault. I feel like she was sort of doing the same thing, but her Pixis wasn't working, and you know, things weren't working, which she probably could have figured out if she wasn't training someone. But in any case, I will. I am a monotasker, and I am fully aware. So when I see a chat come up, I'm definitely going to give that all of my attention and sort of put the race on the back burner. if that makes sense to anybody. If I'm trying to send a text or something while I'm at work, or somebody needs my attention while I'm at work, I will put everything down and give my attention to the task at hand, because I physically cannot multitask. I was not blessed with that ability. My brain does good enough to stinking walk and talk. Take some thinking on my end. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just one of those things. But I do imagine that a lot of people today are probably getting ready for work tomorrow. At least a lot of people that watch this channel. Excuse me. What am I doing here? There we go. Pull everything back up where I want it to be. There we go. Nothing. Got nothing going on. That's alright, Like I said, I think most people are probably going to get ready for work tomorrow. Get things going that way. It is what it is. Normally, right now is my bedtime. Oh, speaking of bedtimes and wake ups and things like that, I called a doctor Saturday. Called a doctor on Saturday. It was like 8-ish a.m. And I was like, dude, you need to wake up. It was an order that really honestly should have been a blank or standing order. And I really hate when you have an order that is so easy, so cut and dry, that there's honestly no point in calling the doctor for it, but you still have to, because it's not a blanket order or a standing order. A blanket order covers everything. That's what we call it at work. But I hate when you have to call a doctor, because they're not going to be happy, because they're probably doing something, or if you do work the hours I work, they're probably asleep when you call them. And I hate calling them like, hey, listen, here's facts, give me this order right here, this is all I need you to say. And I literally woke this doctor up yesterday. I was like, hey, here's everything I need, give me the order to do this. And he was like, okay, bye. I was like, there's reasons for everything, there really are. because somewhere along the line someone messed up something. But I hate having orders that are not standing orders that honestly should be. Especially when you can, as a nurse, make that call, like everything's in line and everything's, where it should be for this to be a standing order, but you still have to call the stinking doctor. It happened when I was in nursing school, actually. I remember doing one of my clinicals and had a blood pressure. I don't remember the number. It was, let me just make it up. Let's say it was 80 over 50. And they were prescribed Dig and metoprolol and I don't even remember what it was. I don't even remember the order. Anyways, the blood pressure was entirely too low or too high or whatever it was, and the parameters on the order were like 2 numbers too low because it was a copy paste order, and I had to call the doctor and be like, hey, listen, I have a blood pressure of whatever this is. Do you want me to hold the meds, or do you want me to give the meds, or whatever it was? He was like, yeah, hold them. Don't make them do anything. Not with orders like that, or not with a blood pressure like that. And it was like all they had to do was like go up 2 more points on this stinking order or whatever it was, rather than copy and pasting it from everything else. But I remember that stinking mess. When I was on the diabetic unit, it was definitely a lot more, your standing orders were a lot more serious. If you saw because we had a lot of insulin drips, and they were very precise, like blood pressure from 132 to 181, or whatever the parameters were. They were very precise, and those doctors were very serious excuse me, about the medication. And a lot of those doctors actually did not like you calling the hospitalist to get an order. They wanted you to call them no matter what the time was. And so that was, I sort of liked it, but sort of didn't like it. But we were still 1-to-6 ratio on patients, which, let me take that back. You had a team that was like 12 patients deep, but not necessarily 1-to-6. You could have 12 patients between 2 nurses, but you also had a charge nurse who didn't have a team. You had a team lead who did have a team. And so, like, if you had a lot of acuity, a lot of insulin drips, the charge nurse would take like 2 out of this, 2 out of that, because there were 3 teams, 2, 2, and 2, or probably not 2, 2, and 2, because that'd be 6. That'd be a full load. Maybe 2 or 3 patients out of the whole floor. We had 36 beds on my unit, and so if the charge nurse determined that our diabetics were too brittle, or the acuity was just too high that day, whatever it may be, they would refuse to admit patients, which they had that ability back then, which I don't know that they still do or not, but that the charge nurse would refuse patients, which was good. That really helped out a bunch. And then it helped out a lot when we really needed good strong nurses and didn't have them, whatever it may be. The charge nurse would be like, hey, I don't have the nurses to handle this. And the doctors would actually work with us, which was good. We were a step down, so we weren't quite ICU, which was good. And then helped out a lot. Excuse me. I'm getting choked up. I believe that with the leaves starting to change, we've actually had several trees beginning to change colors. My allergies are starting to mess with me. You know, I don't take any meds either, so that doesn't help me not get choked up. I am enjoying whenever I like lean certain ways, the camera like really brightens me up. Or I'll go back this way, it'll like start blink, it'll sort of like blink. I'm enjoying messing with the camera like that. I can see myself sort of changing colors with the camera. There it goes, it just did it. Messing with the autofocus, I guess is what's doing it. Excuse me. With my children's Bo Peep light that is just behind me there. That's right, I'm using a Bo Peep light from Toy Story. That's what's up. It helps out a lot. I like it better than the no light. The no light, my glasses were just like blue and you couldn't see my eyes. I didn't care for that too much. I'd rather have light like this. Probably need to invest in an actual light. An actual light. Excuse me. But maybe one of these days I will. I would like to, this will be probably years down the road, I would like to clean out my basement and then have an actual like studio down there in my basement. Because I've been sort of changing back and forth where I do my videos, you know, do them outside or used to be in my car. I'm glad I don't do them in my car anymore. But I'd like to have an actual like a studio where I can do my videos. Sort of have a green screen for thumbnails and things like that. That would be a lot of fun if I could do it. But like I said, I'd have to clean out my basement and sort of put all my stuff in a room and things like that. Would be what I need to do. I don't necessarily know that I ever will, but one of these days I might get to that. Have tripods and things sitting up. That would be wonderful. There's a guy on YouTube, Harris Heller. He's actually the one that, if you can hear the music in the back, he is the person who created the royalty-free music. It's called Stream Beats. Anyways, he has a really cool setup in his basement, which is sort of what I want to do, but I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. But we'll see. You know, there's always hope. I always hope to have an awesome studio. That's what I would like to have. But we'll see. We'll see one of these days. A lot of things I want to do, but a lot of these things I'll probably never be able to get to do. You want to create all these projects, and then, you know, I don't want to create a bunch of projects and then not be able to finish them. Excuse me. As I'm hiccuping. But it would be fun. He has a soundproof room. My middle child special needs, I know I've said it before. We went in an actual soundproof audio room. We went to the Children's Hospital Tuesday of this week. This past week, we went to the Children's Hospital where they have those audio soundproof rooms. They put the little things in her ears, and she was playing a game where she was supposed to sort of hit the button, and it makes an Encanto picture pop up every time that a bird would tweet. And they specifically told her, they were like, listen for the bird to tweet. And I couldn't hear a word or anything because it was, in her ear. She had she had the headphones on and things like that. And I couldn't hear nothing. But they would, I guess they were asking her, can you hear it? Can you hear it? And she was like, I can hear it. I can hear it. And they would say, well, we'll push the button. And she'd push the button, and, the contact thing would pop up. And then she'd be waiting some more. And then she'd say, I can hear it. I can hear it. And then she'd push the button again. I guess that she was, they were asking her, can you hear the thing? And she would say, I can hear it whenever they would ask her about it through the headphones. But she had fun with that. I don't like being in that room. It feels creepy to me. It feels like, because it's so, those audio rooms are so quiet. Hey, baby. Nobody's on. Nobody. Zero.
Well, Bobo was on.
Yeah, that was like 30 minutes ago. Oh well, it's okay. It is Sunday night. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
You laying down?
Yep.
You going night night?
No,
You just laying down.
I did work.
I am aware. Did you put on sunscreen today?
Yes.
Did you have a lot of swimmers today?
No.
Really?
Maybe 25 all day.
25 the whole day.
Yeah.
Did they just stay?
Not all in the same time, but
Oh, did they just stay the whole day?
no, off and on.
Off and on.
I'll be busier tomorrow,
I would imagine that you are going to be busier tomorrow.
especially with our special.
Yeah, especially with the last day, and you can buy next year's membership.
We had a few do it today because they had to work tomorrow.
The one didn't do it yet, did she? The one that I said has to pay this year?
No.
Okay.
Oh, to get it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll tell her too if I have to. What?
You know it's not gonna happen because somebody's gonna let her do it anyway.
I ain't gonna let her do it.
But you know who's gonna let her do it?
I know. I know it. But we gotta get a chainsaw up there so we can cut that tree down that the storm knocked down.
Gotta burn all that stuff to heal too.
I know it. I want to get rid of all that stuff to road too.
Yeah, it needs to be gotten rid of. It
Yeah.
should have been got rid of during the summer because it looks trashy.
It does look pretty bad. I like it better when it's all gone.
It just looks cleaner and nicer when it's gone.
Yeah. Yep. It does, it does. I got 10 more minutes till I sign out of here. Even with no viewers. You know what? Mm-hmm. But I had a goal of hitting 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year, which today is, September 3rd. I'm at 4,490. And I got 120 last month. So it's definitely doable. It's going to be close. But it is definitely doable. I know. Shorts is where a lot of the people start seeing me at. I know. I should have done a stinking Twitch and YouTube stream today. I thought about it, but I don't know. I just haven't done one yet. I need to. You know what? Maybe my next one will be a dual Twitch and YouTube stream. I wonder if I can still even sign into Twitch. Let me try. Because I haven't used it in so long. Oh, well, it's got me. It like signed me in as soon as I opened it. So I guess it was linked to my Google account, which is awesome. So I'll be able to Twitch and YouTube live stream all at the same time. You know, do we have a game this weekend? You sound happy about that.
Well, yes, because we had this weekend off.
It was fun having this weekend off. I did enjoy it. Where are we at? Oh, okay. So that could be anywhere. You know what? I hope it's that one that's not very far away.
Very close.
Yeah, I really like going to that one. But I don't know. The playground's fun there, but there's not much to it.
Which is fine because our girls don't mind. There's not much to it.
I know. I know they don't.
I don't know where it's going to be.
Okay, well.
I just know that it is trash. Or, yeah.
We'll figure it out probably Thursday. You think Wednesday night?
I could, because I can just look on my phone.
Oh. Yeah, we can find out Wednesday night.
It'll be late now. Could look it up.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, somehow it does.
Yeah. This is true. So, our middle one, when we were at my grandparents yesterday, my grandfather's computer was just sitting in that one room. And our middle one was like, I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I want to race. I want to race. I guess whenever she sees a computer like this, that's what she thinks. And I was like, no, baby. You can't just You can't just grab that computer and start playing. You know, she didn't understand, but... Oh, Angel said, yeah, I'm up late. I got about 5 more minutes. I'm out of here, though. But yeah, I am up late today. It's Labor Day.
You slept in this morning.
I slept in this morning. I think I was the last one up. Yeah, yeah, Tina's working tomorrow. Yeah. Slept in late. I'm gonna sleep in late again.
Give my baby loves.
Unless I get a phone call.
Tell her to give my baby loves.
Courtney said, give her baby loves. Miss working holidays. I don't think anybody misses working holidays. No one really likes working holidays. I don't like working holidays. I woke your boyfriend up yesterday.
I like that I get holidays off now.
She said she will give him love, but he is getting a breathing treatment right now. And Courtney, the lucky devil, well, not tomorrow because she got to work as a lifeguard. But Courtney, the lucky devil, has every weekend off and every holiday off. Excuse me. You know, that teaching school thing.
And summer's off.
And summer's off. And Christmas off.
That's a holiday.
Yeah, but you get like 2.5, 3 weeks off.
Winter break.
Winter break.
Spring break and winter break.
On the school schedule, yeah. Y'all people on the school schedules is crazy. But you do work summers. Yeah. My mother-in-law, Courtney's parents, her mama has applied to work in the school system. And my father-in-law does not understand how getting a job with the school system works, and is going around telling everyone that all she's waiting on is her phone call. Because he does not understand how long it takes to get a job at the school system. I guess, especially when it's not over the summer. He's like, all she's waiting on is her phone call. And I was like, it doesn't work that way. Because we started applying before school started last year. And Courtney got her job like right at October, right before we went to Disney. And we went to Disney on Halloween.
My first official day in the classroom was October 10th.
October 10th was your first official day?
In the classroom.
Okay, yeah. So October 10th. So we started applying. I think school even started earlier last year too. So let's just say we started August 10th.
No, I didn't apply then. I was in the thing to be a substitute then.
Right.
But I was in it trying to be in the system
Yeah.
at that point.
So let's just say it took 2 months.
It took a while.
Yeah. So it was not. It is tedious.
It did because I had an interview at the girls' school before school started.
Yes, you did. Need to come visit, but you've literally only been gone 1 month. I mean, you could come make a monthly visit, like every month make a visit.
What?
Angel says she need to visit, like work. She only been gone a month.
What you mean?
She has been gone a month. That's what I mean.
She leaving?
No. I told you this.
No, you did not.
I told you this. She works for Smart Start.
No, you did not tell me this.
Angel, I told her.
She did. He did not, Angel.
I did.
He's lying.
Yes. She got a corporate level position with Smart Start.
Okay.
Courtney says she's proud of you. Even though I told her already.
He's lying.
She don't know what she's talking about.
He didn't tell me.
She says she work. I do not work for Smart Start. I work for PIL, Partners in Learning, not Smart Start. That's my bad on that one.
It's even better. Partners in Learning is even better.
That's my bad for getting the names wrong.
It's because he remembers Smart Start. You don't remember.
I just remember Smart Start. That's what we have.
We have Partners in Learning too.
We do, but I see a lot more Smart Start. She is the Director of Mental Health.
She could probably look up our kids' stuff.
Maybe that's through Amos though. Amos Cottage.
Partners in Learning is through little bit through.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. I don't know.
I'm not mistaken.
You're probably not. You're probably correct. In any case, she said yes, she is right. In any case, I am heading to bed because Angel, as you know, we still got to get up early in the morning. So in any case, I'm gonna head on off of here. Angel, thank you. Good night. Everyone else that contributed, thank you as well. Good night. I will do another live stream hopefully this weekend. Fingers crossed.
Maybe.
Good night. I am sleeping in. LOL. Yeah, if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna sleep in. But good night. We will see y'all. Courtney says she missed her baby. She wanna hug her baby. Good night, everyone. We will see y'all later. See y'all next time. So